Don't even trip, fool. Check it. I got like paper, I got rocks, I got sticks. I don't think we're gonna make anything useful with it, but I got this stuff just in case.
What's up, fool? So check it. Mr. Stone episode 9? It start off with a recap of the last one. But I know you already seen my other video, so let's just skip it and pass the intro. So Mr. Stone is booking it into the cave. He needs to get the magic bat PP so that he can help out his homies who are buying him a little bit of time, because let's be real, there's no way these fools are gonna win against Rambo and Güero. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna get the bat poo and mix it with the bat PP, and I guess that makes mustard gas? I'm not like a scientist, so I don't know if this is true. But Mr. Stone isn't that lucky, you know. If it was that easy to make mustard gas, I'm pretty sure we'd all have some right now. Just a jar of mustard gas sitting in the pantry, you know. It'd be right there next to the bolillos. Anyway, he didn't make anything. Even Payaso pointed out, he's like,
Hey, fool, you're not that lucky to be making mustard gas out of this stuff. But don't even trip, fool. Check it. I got like paper, I got rocks, I got sticks. I don't think we're gonna make anything useful with it, but I got this stuff just in case.
And baby Mr. Stone, he's been outside like this entire time. He's been looking for stuff and all of their things. And he comes back and he's like,
Oh yeah, Mr. Stone, check it, fool. You remember that bullet that we fired at the wall that made that big explosion that supposedly can't hurt anybody? Well, I found the juice inside of it.
and Mr. Stone, he's pumped. He's like, fool, if we mix this with the bat poo and the bat PP and some soap, fool, it's gonna be crazy, watch. And while all of this has been going on, the bootleg 8 team has been trying to distract Rambo and Güero. Everything's going pretty much exactly how you would expect it to. Even though these guys, you know, are a little bit coordinated, like you see right here, they're doing like the pincher attack, it's still not gonna work. La Jaina does manage to get Güero's spear, but this fool isn't an amateur. He's got a backup one with this fool hiding behind the tree. And when Güero asks, he's like, hey fool, why you trying so hard to, you know, stop the inevitable? You know you can't beat us. And then La Jaina, she says this, she's like,
Don't you know, fool? It's science.
I guess that was supposed to be like some big emotional speech or whatever, but I heard an airplane fly over my house and I got a little distracted and missed it. So inside the cave, you could see that Mr. Stone, he's mixing everything that he's got. And it turned out that this fool's making nitroglycerin. That stuff that's like super explosive and it can kill everybody. Apparently all you need is soap, bat pee, and Kool-Aid. And boom, you got a bomb. And don't worry, Mr. Stone even said that he's not gonna take anybody out with it. I don't know how, but that's what he said. Outside, Rambo and the Paisa are about to go head to head, but Rambo stopped. In the sky, he sees a paper airplane. And this yellow bit in the tip, that's the explosives that Mr. Stone was just making. And the second that the paper airplane touches a tree, it explodes. So it looks like the war's gonna be on pause for a second, you know? And Payaso, he's hyping all of this up. He's like, fool, this is like the nuclear bomb that took out all of Hiroshima and whatever. And as Rambo's army's thinking, hey, paper airplanes don't fly that fast. If we rush them, we should be able to win. Batman wakes up and he's like, fool, are you sure you want to do that? So now Rambo and Mr. Stone, they're at like a draw. Nobody could really do anything because they might explode. So Mr. Stone, he starts talking. And he's like,
Hey, Rambo, you know, I noticed that you really hated the world and your whole ideology just doesn't really make sense. Because if you hated the old world so much that you're trying to blow everybody up and whatever, then why were you so famous? Why'd you spend so much time getting rich and whatever?
and then he says it, he's like,
How your little sister doing, fool?
so it turned out, that statue that we seen in like season 1, where he was petting that kid's head, that's actually his little sister. I don't know exactly what she got wrong with her, but she's definitely like in a coma. She's basically a vegetable at this point. And he's dedicated his entire life to like take care of her. That's why he was going over into like being famous and making a lot of money. It's so that he could pay all the medical bills. And Mr. Stone goes,
Check it, fool. If we call a truce, a ceasefire, I can guarantee that I could bring your sister back and she'll be A-okay. Put it, fool. I put it, dog. Put it on what? On everything. Okay. We got a ceasefire, I see.
so while they're walking to go find this fool's little sister, I can't remember who it was, but somebody asked, they're like, hey, wait, why were you trying to take out so many people, dog? And he's like, fool, this is the only time that we could literally recreate all of humanity. What else was I gonna do? Think about it, fool. A world without all the problems that we got right now? And you know what? I'm gonna have a hard time, arguing that. Because if I was in his position, I'd probably be trying to do the same thing. So they get to the place where this fool's little sister is supposedly at. And Mr. Stone's like, fool, we're gonna use dynamite. We're gonna blow up everything. We're gonna find your little sister. And that doesn't sound like a good idea, honestly. It sounds like a really bad idea. But it ends up working. And they find this fool's little sister. And with that, this episode ends. Y también, I end too. So, if you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, y subscribe. Y sabes que, follow me on Twitter también. Y con eso, hasta luego.